Hello there. Today is the 1st of March 2021. I'm at Rugeley Town railway station, and even though it does feel like a Monday, which is lovely to blog on a Monday again, I'm actually travelling on a central journey to work, because usually I go up around the country filming trains, photoing locations, and that's not essential, which I can't do that at the moment because it's still a lockdown. So welcome to this, well, final edition of the Lockdown Commuter. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm at Rugeley Town railway station. This is Sim0nTrains, or some people like to call me Sim0nTrains, and I'm just your regular rail enthusiast, to be honest. Nothing special about me, but anyway. As I mentioned, I am travelling essentially to work today because I do work in retail. And my journey, well, I'll explain a bit in the map, but we are here to catch the 0652 West Midlands railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley railway station. And at Rugeley Trent Valley railway station, I actually only got about just over 10 minutes to wait for the 0709 London North Western railway service, which will take me to Stafford. Yes, I know I'm a little bit early today because we do actually have a stock take at work, and it's going to be a very stressful day indeed. But I thought, you know what, let's take the stress out by travelling on the train. And that's exactly what I do, because usually travelling by train is actually very relaxing for me indeed, unless if a train gets cancelled or delayed. And that's what I'm doing indeed. It helps me with my mental health a bit as well, so it keeps me sane, so I'm seeing these trains. But anyway, that's a different story indeed. But also, before we get our train, I just actually want to mention another thing which I saw on a live stream that I just did recently. Because at Rugeley Town railway station now, we do actually have the West Midlands railway station signs at Rugeley Town railway station finally. So they're just calling for my train now, so let's see this arriving into the station. So we just left Rugeley Town railway station. I'm not wearing a face covering because I do actually have a medical exemption card on me, so that's why I'm not wearing a face covering. But we're now on the 0652, which will take me to Rugeley Trent Valley. I'll probably get there for 0656. Now, our map's going to show up now to my route today, but the trains are actually going to be a bit different to what we usually catch. So we're not catching the 0726 to Rugeley Trent Valley, and we're not catching the 0809 to Rugeley Trent Valley. I'll mention that when I get to Rugeley Trent Valley anyway, but here's that map that will tell me on my route today that I'm going to Rugeley Trent Valley and Stafford on. So we're going to start on the 0652 West Midlands railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley railway station. Now I only have 15 minutes at this station before I catch the 0709 London North Western railway service to Stafford. Now this will take me to Colwich Junction, through Shugborough Tunnel through the Shugborough Estate, through Milford and Brockton, and we arrive in Stafford at 0718. But at Stafford railway station, I'll be filming the train out and then go straight out the station to head to work. So, as we can see, we've done the first part of the morning commute now. We travelled from Rugeley Town railway station to Rugeley Trent Valley railway station. And this is where we're at. Right. So before I started blogging, 39119 Progress was about to pass through, so I managed to grab that quickly to show you in the blog. But we have travelled from Rugeley Town railway station out to Rugeley Trent Valley railway station, and it's about 1 mile 25 chains. And Rugeley Trent Valley railway station is a London North Western railway station, and it has 3 platforms, 2 for the Trent Valley services between London Euston and Crewe, and 1 platform for the Chase line to take trains to Birmingham New Street or Birmingham International. And speaking of that train that I came off on, that's the train I catch at Rugeley Town railway station, which is when I catch it, it's the 0725 off Rugeley Town that takes passengers to Bergen International. They said New Street then, to be honest. But that's the one we usually see in the blog that I film out of Rugeley Town railway station. But I had to catch that today to get to Rugeley Trent Valley railway station. The other thing that I like to mention is that I did read somewhere that we should be getting the Class 730s on the Trent Valley line, but I don't know when they're going to be in service yet, because I reckon it won't be till the end of the year, maybe early next year, to be honest, but that's early speculation. I think the 1960s might be in service before the 730s will be in service, to be honest. And just one final thing before I catch my train to Stafford is that usually they have an hourly service on this line. That's why I caught the bus on the last blog and not the train. But as I mentioned, we're here to catch the 0709 to take me to Stafford, but that goes on to crew. So that should be arriving now to pick me up, take me down the line to Stafford. Well, it's actually up the line, to be honest, not down the line, but you get the idea.
Good morning on this far too early London North Western Railway service to crew. Please take the window seats, keep the walkways and doorways free and clear. Do continue to wear your face covering your mouth and nose. Apologies, it gets a bit boring, however we do have to just do our job. So, sit back, relax and enjoy your journey. Should you need anything throughout this journey, please feel free to give me a shout. I'm in the back of the train in this 4-car service. Next station will be Stafford in just under 10 minutes time. Thanks for travelling with London North Western Railway.
You now join me at Victoria Park in Stafford, not at the station car park. We don't really have time to film any trains at the station car park today. I'm right next door to a statue called Isaac Walton. But we're here because I'm just going to do a quick update, just to let you know that I'm not going to be filming trains at the station car park. I'm actually starting to make way to work now, because I actually start work at 8:30 and it's about roughly an hour's time. But I need to get some breakfast first and probably do a quick shop and so on. So that's why I'm not filming any trains at the station car park. So just cue a few clips of the town centre before I carry on to where I work at Asda. You now join me on the River Sour. I'm just outside where I work. And I don't really need to say it because it's just up there, to be honest. But I'll just turn it away for a second. But the morning commute has been alright, actually. It has really been good indeed. We actually got the trains that we wanted to catch, and there's no faults with them, to be honest. We got the 0652 off Rugeley Town railway station to Rugeley Trent Valley, and we got the 0709 off Rugeley Trent Valley to Stafford. But the evening commute, though, I don't know what time of train I'll be catching, because I'm counting for stock take, and it could be that I'm finishing early or it could be finishing, so I get the 17:55 train. So the morning commute has been successful. I'm going to end this now. I'll see you for the evening commute, but I don't know what time it's going to be. Just wipe this ugly bug off the lens. Now I'm at Stafford railway station. Unfortunately, it did not go to plan, so I did finish about 5:30. I was hoping to get out earlier, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So I finished at 5:30, so I'm now here to catch the 17:55 London North Western Railway service to London Euston, which goes to Rugeley Trent Valley. Now in the last vlog I ended up taking the bus back. Now if I didn't get this train ended up being cancelled. The next train wasn't until 1903. So that's a good hour and 8 minutes from this train. So you can see why I got the bus back, because it was quicker. That's why I got the bus back. So our train should be arriving very shortly, which they're calling it now,
will be the
take us to Rugeley Trent Valley.
55 London.
So I'm now on board the 1820 West Midlands Railway service to Birmingham International. Now I'm only going one stop, which is 1 mile 25 chains down the line to Rugeley Town railway station. And I'm currently on board 350-125. Now I'm going to talk about today's commute because it has been different to what we usually do, to be honest. Got the 6:52 off Rugeley Town railway station, which took me to Rugeley Trent Valley. Got there about 6:56 in the morning. And I got the 0709 London North Western Railway service. Thought someone was down there a second, sorry. But I got the 0709 off Rugeley Trent Valley, which took me to Stafford. To get into Stafford about 7:18. Filled the train out and just left the station because I did not have time to do any filming in the car park. And then the evening commute, I was hoping, like I mentioned, to leave earlier, hopefully get everything done at work, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. It was just stuff after stuff after stuff. So I had to do this stock take. It's every year and it's quite challenging, to be honest, but I got out about 5:30, so I had to get to 17:55. Now it was a disappointment because I wouldn't mind leaving earlier, but it's like being a rail enthusiast, to be honest. You go out for something rare like a Class 47 diesel locomotive and it doesn't show up. So it can be a big disappointment, but that's how it is, to be honest. So it can relate to, like, in the railway community, you go out for something rare but it doesn't show up. But it's not a big deal, to be honest, it was expected. But anyway, so now we're on this train that's taking me to Rugeley Town. And that's basically the summarisation of today's journey, which is interesting indeed. But when we got off Rugeley Trent Valley railway station, we did see an excavator angular class 90 on the freight train, because the excavator angular class 90s are now working for Freightliner. So we're now moving on to what we're going to be doing next, because as I mentioned, I think the Lockdown Commuter has ran its course, and it was only a temporary filling because technically YouTube doesn't like you to have a day off, to be honest. But the Lockdown Commuter, I think, has ran its course and we're not going to be doing it anymore. So with the restrictions being lifted as well on the 8th of March, I could probably get away with doing the walking journeys. So the next vlog is actually going to be a walking journey, not the Lockdown Commuter. But I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to every one of you who watched the Lockdown Commuter during this third lockdown, because it has really been tough as a YouTuber to do YouTube content vlogs. And I just want to say thank you to you all too, because I do appreciate your comments, I do appreciate you watching this video, and I just do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Which, speaking of, it's about time to, let's say, nearly end it now, because I'm going to be filming this train out shortly. So if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, feel free to do so at Sim0nTrains. If you do press the subscribe button though, stick the notification bell on so you get notified. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll be looking forward to hearing your comments and reply to them as well. We've just left Rugeley Trent Valley now. And please also subscribe. You know, I did mention subscribe, so it's been a long day. I've been working for 9 hours. Alright. Oh yes, and feel free to give this a like as well. So thank you for watching this Lockdown Commuter, and I'll see you for the next walking journey in a week's time. Stay safe, take care, and watch 350-125 depart Rugeley Town railway station.